very highly for the way you kept trying to play. And, I know you're disappointed to defeat, but that must be music to your ears in a way. You must be, another manager in the Premier League is impressed by the work what you've been doing. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I think when we looked at our preparations for the game, what we wanted was obviously a result first and foremost, but a performance where everyone went away thinking what a good football team Bournemouth are. Not only just a good football team, but how hard they work for each other, and their mentality is very good. So that was our sort of challenge we set the players, and hopefully we did that. We obviously didn't get the result to match it, but I don't think it was far away. If, everyone says goals change games, and they do, because with their first real attack they've scored and showed that cutting edge that we didn't, unfortunately, during the game.
You saw almost, I know maybe it's not in your nature, but I mean, when you look at how Oldham beat Liverpool last season, you would never sort of tempted to try and just get a bit physical with them.
We don't have the players to do it, and that's not to say that I would have gone down that route anyway, but our players aren't that way, they're not built that way, and we don't recruit that way, so we are trying to build a club here that's built on possession, very much like Liverpool have done, and now Brendan's trying to do at Liverpool, and we very much want to go down that route. So this was a really good chance for us today to try and go toe-to-toe with a really good football team, one of the best in the country, and see if we could beat them footballing wise. And I felt first half we gave a really good account of ourselves. I felt we were really unfortunate to be down at half time, and on another day with better decision making around the box in that final third, we possibly could have led at half time.
What do you think the difference was in the second half? Was it just stuffing knocked out of you a little bit?
I think so, because I thought we started the half really well, and then we went 2-0 down. And I thought with the balance of play at that time, to be 2-0 down in the game was really hard on us. And I think it took 10 minutes really to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. And then we kept going, we never gave up, our heads never dropped. And that really pleases me. And I just said to the players at the end, if we can replicate that level of performance in our own league, we should have no worries about what we're going to do this season.
I was going to ask you what you said to the players. It's been a useful experience for them all, I guess, hasn't it?
Definitely. I mean, the exposure they've had this week, the chance to perform on an international stage, I think they didn't let themselves down. And I think big games like this can only build our mentality. You have to remember this pretty much the same group of players that were playing in League One last year, and now they're exposed regularly to sellouts and much bigger games. And it's all part of their learning curve to become a better team, and obviously individually become better as well.
What do you make of Liverpool? Obviously they're doing really well under Brendan. Can you see them going on and competing at the very top?
Yeah, no, I can, because of how they play. I think that's their real strength. They've got outstanding individuals within their team, but their team and how they play and the philosophy they follow, I think will stand them in good stead for the long term. And I think it's a mark of Brendan as a manager that he's brought a very strong team down here today. I think he knows how difficult these games can be from his perspective, and his team are very professional.
Do you think that was also showing Bournemouth some respect, the fact he played off pretty much his strongest team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, knowing Brendan as I do, I know that he would have done his homework into us, he'd have watched us, and I think looking at our recent performances, he would have thought he's going to be in for a tough game, and that's why he's picked the team that he has. And ultimately that quality in the front areas especially has been the difference between the two teams. So we take that as a compliment, but if we were to win today, we wanted to beat their best team, and I think the supporters wanted to see their best players, so I think that made it a great day for hopefully our fans.